Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick's Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because... Make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Now, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it on the left. Oh, look out. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Niners. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Wants to throw. It's Osborne. Makes his connection. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Using the quick game. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Unloads quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Osborne. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right, we're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. He'll set up to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Direct snap. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with the field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They move the tight end all over. On second down, he'll let it fly. Now improvising. He chucks one out to the right. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Memphis took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Tigers that fired on all cylinders. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now they'll run it on the toss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. The play-action fake. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Charlotte, 14. Kent State, 3.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in there.
Looking for a man. It's Osborne. He's got his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, golden flashes. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the 49ers will hustle to the line.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, hey, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll give it to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Golden Flashes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Osborne. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Kent State.
Number 86 with the catch and score.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man enough for the first. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30. The 20. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Wow, you just don't see that a lot. Pass interference negating a pick 6. What a costly penalty. It's been hard enough to slow down these guys on this drive. Now the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Charlotte. And once he got loose, it was all over. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Osborne. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Catch in the middle. It's Martin. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Finds his man down the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. The official says no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The 49ers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Rams him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the ball.
Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And that one will put him up here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes You're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And that is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield. You're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crossing the 30, he's got a lane. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
To the air on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Touchdown, Charlotte! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To the air, it's Osborne. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Now the play fake. Trying to get to it. Working that left side now. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Niners. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Charlotte, 35. Kent State, 24.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over. First and 10.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Oh, the ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Charlotte, 35. Kent State, 24.
First down to start the drive after the break. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
At the 22, it's third down.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the 49ers have this offense rolling. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those.
Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
42, Kent State, 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And back to the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Yeah, just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Golden Flashes are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Osborne. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kent State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. And he makes the catch at the 10. Touchdown, Charlotte. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kent State, 31.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about...
He unleashes a long one. Brings it in down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They want that clock to run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. To the air. It's Osborne. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to fire deep. And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He'll start this drive firing. Sends it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Second down coming up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're trying to get to him. Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The 49ers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
We waited so long to start the